Alright, let's break down what just happened on the world stage, because things are moving fast, and the fallout could be huge. Donald Trump attending the G7 summit in Canada shocked everyone by leaving early, jetting back to Washington not Wednesday as planned but Monday. Why? He says it's the crisis in the Middle East, and if you've seen the headlines you know it's intense. On Truth Social, Trump didn't hold back. He posted, "Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran." That's not just social media noise. It echoed an official evacuation order from the Israeli military, warning Tehran's residents of an imminent strike targeting military infrastructure. Trump made it clear, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. He even threw in, Iran should have signed the deal. A dig at the failed nuclear agreement. Meanwhile, back at the White House, Trump's national security team was called into the Situation Room. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth confirmed the U.S. is boosting its defensive forces in the Middle East. But despite rumors, Trump's aide insists American jets aren't taking part in any airstrikes on Iran. The U.S. is in a defensive posture only. Diplomatically, things are just as tense. European leaders at G7 were scrambling to get Iran back to the negotiating table. Iran's big ask? A joint ceasefire with Israel, but Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu isn't biting. Instead, Trump praised Israel's tough stance, making it clear he's not ready to ease up on Iran. Even so, Iran is signaling behind the scenes that it wants to de-escalate, using Arab intermediaries to urge for peace and a return to nuclear talks. Trump's advice? De-escalate before it's too late. But it wasn't all about the Middle East. On the sidelines, Trump was hashing out trade deals, one nearly locked in with the UK, intense tariff talks with Canada and Japan. Trump's pushing for more tariffs, even as allies push back. And then there's Russia. Trump's still not over Russia being kicked out of the G8, but that's another story. Bottom line, the world's watching what Trump does next, because every move is sending ripple effects through global politics, economics, and security. If you want to stay on top of how this crisis unfolds, hit subscribe, and I'll keep breaking it down as it happens.